Don Dopwell with me here, and he spent a little time at Anglican High School, and it's good to see you, Don. Good morning, Don. I know you're a big tennis fan.
Yeah, yes.
You looked at the games last night?
Yes, I looked for a time, not for the whole. To be honest, the finalists were not my pick for the.
Serious?
No.
You're a Federer man, I think.
No, no, I'm a tennis man.
Okay.
I was disappointed in Federer's performance.
But he's 30.
I have never, well, 30 or not, I think people try to push out these, like Sampras, I think was pushed out before his time. You know.
So you don't think numbers?
I don't think the age really, because tennis is one thing you could play until you're ready for the wheelchair.
The biochemics these days say once you hit into the 30s, you're
going down.
You're going down. I don't know. I'm thinking like you, but I just want to respect the scientific judgment of people who, well, I assume are experts.
I'm more like Sparrow. It's just a number.
Well, I really wanted. I like Nadal, but I would admit that I thought that Djokovic was a super athlete last night.
He is a super. Apparently, his diet, what he has gone into a gluten-free diet, has helped him a lot. He seems to be the fittest of the bunch.
Yeah.
Although he's having shoulder problems.
Yeah. But he moves so quickly around the court. That's what fascinates me.
Yeah.
I think we have a little bit of picture there, but we may not be able to see it in any case. But men's tennis is on a high. There's no question about it.
Well, tennis on the whole has gone to a different level. It's not the tennis that we used to know. One is the equipment.
Yeah.
The equipment they're using, they have a new quality of string.
A long way from the wooden racket.
Yeah, oh yeah. The days of the wooden racket is over.
Yeah, technology has changed this whole landscape completely.
Yeah, strings for different spin. Apparently this new string they have allows you to create a shot that was not possible 5 years ago.
5 years ago. Well, I suppose we'll continue to enjoy. And the dollars and cents, he picked up what, 2.5 million US last night, or 2.3 million? His
take, I think, for this year has been $10 million.
Right. But last night alone
we're talking in US, we're not talking about our money.
Last night alone was, the championship was 1.8.
1.8.
And then he got a bonus of 500,000. So we would take a very long time well, we may not even get there.
No. I can't look at that. you know, a lifetime he can't accumulate the money he has made in one match.
Not even easy. Really interesting indeed. Well, he's just 24, I think they say he's 24 this year. So he has a lot of years to accumulate millions more. Don is one of those people who, well, let me put it this way, ladies. He graced the Anglican High School with his presence. Not many men have had that distinguished opportunity. Although Mrs. Charles was here yesterday, in the 40s there were male in the Anglican High School, the Church of England, and then it became the Anglican High School. Your period would have been one.
I think should have been 1950s to 60s. I can't even remember the actual years, but as I said when I first came in, I didn't stay very long in high school.
Okay.
A lot of people mightn't remember or know it, but there was a pre-primary school on Market Hill, run by a Mrs. Aid.
Okay.
That is just on the right-hand side when you're going down Market Hill. I'm sure in the area, I think I had a barber shop or something, so it's inside there. It's a sort of little back from the road a little bit, and they had some coral stones in front of it, and I'm not too sure if it's still there. I went to school there at the pre-primary, and then your parents tried to do the best for you. They thought I should go to the Anglican High School, and in those days the Anglican High School was a stepping stone to GBSS. You didn't have the common entrance exam. You had an entrance exam. So you'll go to the high school, like from kindergarten, they had a kindergarten, and I went to Miss Aid for my kindergarten, then went to the Anglican High School, supposedly to just get the ground into do that entrance exam. But I didn't stay long there. I stayed about a year, not much more than a year.
Yeah.
I then went to, as we used to call it, Hanji School in those days, for my grounding. And that was the Anglican Junior School. So I haven't got too many years experience at the high school.
But you were the only male there? Or there were
no.
others?
Time I was there, we had fellas like Jeffrey Japal. I remember Jeffrey, Lynn Ross, a boy. His father used to work with the Ministry of Agriculture, I remember. They lived in Wester Hall. Who else could I remember there?
That's a long time ago.
Yeah. Oh, you're talking a lot of years, right?
Years ago. But your link with high school continued forever because your better half is.
Well, she wasn't educated in Grenada actually, but her schooling was done through an Anglican school in Trinidad. All right, and so she had the connections, and when she came back to Grenada as a university graduate, they asked her to come to school to teach.
So, but the high school memory, and that was in Tantine, eh?
Tantine, yes, the original school that's there, the one that burned down naturally.
Right.
But I remember that we had that school, you had people like Mab Bertrand, Miss Garraway, Patterson. That's the teachers I remember, Miss Patterson.
Yeah.
These were the people that were kind of responsible for the kids, the little ones like us.
Looking at Mrs. Charles' album yesterday, and we showed some of the things. There was this straw hat.
I can't remember ever having to wear a straw hat, or I can't even remember what uniform we had at that time.
So you didn't have pictures? You didn't take pictures?
No.
Yeah. She had some fantastic pictures. You know. Yeah, she had some fantastic pictures from in the 40s actually. So in the 40s, almost 70 years ago, and you look at these pictures and you wonder. I mean, age sometimes is not kind to us. yeah. Change our hair, change our looks, everything. This weekend, I think, is the 95th anniversary church service,
the 18th,
and dinner at I guess people like yourself will not miss that activity.
Well, yes, although I have my objections that I have made lately to the committee, you know, because I tend to feel that sometimes when you have these dinners and so, it kind of excludes certain ex-students,
right,
because of the price.
Right. Yeah.
But there's a sacrifice you have to make at times, so we have to make the sacrifice to go.
And I think the proceeds, listening to Dr. Sonia Johnson, it is a way of giving back to the school and to enhancing the facilities.
Yeah.
Well,
the facility is nothing like it was during our time. Yeah. It's really it's going to be fantastic when it's completed. You know, I can see from this road as you're going down, there's one problem I see we're going to always have is that morning traffic jam, because all the days most students would take a bus to St. George's and then walk to high school. Some of the students, even my sisters who went to the high school, we lived in St. George's, they never had a car to go to the high school. They had to walk.
That was a routine thing.
That's a routine thing, you know.
So this is one of the changes you would say that, well, to me, it's one of the unbearable changes.
Yeah.
Because you see young ones taking a bus from the Carna to drop by high school. And, you know, I still, as I tell people, I don't take a bus from CSE to town. I find, you know, to me it's a good exercise, and I don't know why a bus will get there any faster than me, considering the movement of the traffic we have now in Grenada.
True.
Yeah.
I remember as a boy, I don't know how I did it, but when we went to...
You getting a call?
Me?
Yeah, you getting a nice call. Yeah. No.
Well, I'm sorry to
you can put it on
I should have switched it off.
But you can put it on and check. Right. Yeah, don't worry.
The whole situation is that when I went to Heinzie, we used to break for lunch. Yeah, yes, Leonard.
Well.
Yeah.
So you are right. You just got a call there. In any case.
Okay. Well, I suspect. I'm in a meeting. Yeah.
Right. So we're gonna take a quick break and we come back for you in a moment. So we're gonna wrap up in a moment with Don. He got a call which he had to take. So Don, what are 2 or 3 things that lingers on? You weren't there for long, but clearly there may be things you observed. You're not far from high school. Anywhere you can throw a stone into the yard from where you live. What are changes that perhaps when you look back, it really says, well, these things have really changed?
Well, you can see a definite change in the students. Then unfortunately, I said respect. Students now, the young ladies we have there now are no longer the young ladies we had. I always have to remark of my good friend Justin Cormac Burney, talking about the high school girls walking around the carnage, how they have changed. There were certain things as a student you didn't do. That's out. It's now a complete different strata. Students, everything is different. Sometimes I cringe for the teachers because I know the teachers must have a hard time with these young ladies. And possibly the influence of television. They're seeing things on the television and want to emulate what they're seeing.
So, really, these are the things that have occurred. Right. Good. Well, Don, let me thank you. I know you have to run out now, so let me thank you and hope you have a wonderful dinner and church service on the weekend, and wish all high school students the very best.